A microwave oven may look like a simple kitchen appliance, but inside it works using a type of energy that most people never see: microwave radiation. Microwaves are a form of electromagnetic waves, the same family of waves that includes radio waves, visible light, and X-rays. The difference between them is their frequency and energy level. Microwave ovens use waves with a frequency of about 2.45 GHz. This frequency is very special because it can interact strongly with water molecules. Food contains water, fat, and other molecules, but water plays the biggest role in microwave heating. When microwaves enter the food, they make water molecules vibrate very fast. This vibration produces heat. Unlike fire or a traditional oven, the heat does not come from outside. Instead, the energy goes inside the food and creates heat within it. That is why microwave ovens can heat food much faster than normal ovens. But the real secret of the microwave oven is the device that produces these waves. Inside every microwave oven there is a powerful electronic component called a magnetron. The magnetron is the heart of the microwave oven. It converts electrical energy into microwave radiation. When you press the start button, electricity flows into the magnetron. Inside this device, electrons move in a circular path under the influence of strong magnets. As these electrons move, they generate high-frequency electromagnetic waves. These waves are the microwaves that cook your food. The microwaves travel from the magnetron into the metal cooking chamber. The inside of the microwave oven is made of metal for a reason. Metal reflects microwaves, so the waves bounce around inside the oven instead of escaping. Because the waves keep reflecting, they spread through the food from many directions. This makes heating faster, but not always perfectly even. And that leads to another secret. Many people think microwaves heat food from the inside out. This is not completely true, but it is also not completely wrong. Microwaves do not directly create heat. They make molecules move, and that movement produces heat. When microwaves enter food, they can penetrate a few centimeters deep. Inside that region, water molecules start vibrating and producing heat. Then the heat spreads to the rest of the food. This is why sometimes the outside of food feels warm, but the inside is still cold. Microwaves do not go infinitely deep, they only penetrate a limited distance. Another reason food heats unevenly is because microwaves bounce around inside the oven. Some areas receive more energy, while others receive less. That is why microwave ovens use a rotating plate. The rotation helps food pass through different wave zones, making heating more even. But this powerful heating method also has dangers. Because the same waves that heat food can also heat human tissue. And in the next part, we will see something most people never think about. Why metal sparks in a microwave? And what really happens if a human body is exposed to microwave radiation? Many people know that putting metal inside a microwave is dangerous. But very few know the real reason why metal creates sparks. Microwaves are electromagnetic waves that move through the oven and bounce off the metal walls. When these waves hit food, the energy is absorbed. But when they hit metal, the waves are reflected instead of absorbed. This reflection causes electric charges to build up on the surface of the metal. If the metal has sharp edges, like a fork or crumpled foil, the electric charge concentrates at those points. When the charge becomes too strong, it jumps through the air as a spark. This spark is actually a small electric arc, similar to lightning. That is why aluminum foil, spoons, or forks can create flashes of light inside the microwave. Sometimes the sparks are small, but sometimes they can damage the oven or even start a fire. Not all metal causes sparks, but sharp or thin metal objects are the most dangerous. And sparks are not the only danger inside a microwave. The same energy that heats food can also affect the human body. The human body is made mostly of water. Because of this, microwave radiation can heat body tissue the same way it heats food. When microwaves enter the body, water molecules begin to vibrate rapidly. This vibration produces heat inside the tissue. The dangerous part is that the heating can happen deep inside the body before the skin feels hot. This means serious damage can occur without immediate pain. Muscles, nerves, and blood vessels can overheat quickly. Eyes are especially sensitive to microwaves because they do not have strong blood flow to remove heat. Too much microwave exposure can damage the lens of the eye and may cause cataracts. In a normal microwave oven, this kind of exposure should never happen. That is because microwave ovens are designed with strong safety systems. But if those safety systems fail, the radiation inside the oven can become very dangerous. And this leads to another secret most people never think about. Microwave burns are not the same as normal burns. When you touch something hot, like a stove, the heat comes from the surface. Your skin feels the heat first, so you quickly pull your hand away. But microwave radiation works differently. Microwaves can go through the outer layer of skin and heat the tissue underneath. This means the inside of the body can become hot before the surface feels pain. Because of this, microwave burns can be deeper than normal burns. In some cases, the skin may look only slightly burned, but the tissue underneath can be badly damaged. This is why microwave radiation must always be contained inside the oven. To make this possible, microwave ovens use special safety features that most people never notice. The door, the metal walls, and the locking system all work together to keep the radiation inside. In the next part, we will discover the hidden safety secrets of microwave ovens. Why the door has a metal mesh. Why the oven stops when you open it. And how the microwave works like a scientific shield called a Faraday cage. If you look closely at the door of a microwave oven, you will see a metal screen with many tiny holes. Most people think this screen is only there so we can see the food inside, but it actually has a very important scientific purpose. Microwave ovens use electromagnetic waves that are much larger than the holes in the metal mesh. Because the holes are so small compared to the wavelength, the microwaves cannot pass through them. Instead, the waves are reflected back into the oven. This allows you to see inside the microwave while the radiation stays safely contained. Visible light has a much smaller wavelength than microwaves, so light can pass through the holes easily. That is why you can watch your food cooking without any danger. This simple metal mesh is one of the most important safety features of a microwave oven. But the door has another hidden system that is even more important. Every microwave oven has a special locking mechanism called an interlock system. This system makes sure the microwave stops working the moment the door is opened. Inside the door and the frame of the oven, there are small switches connected to the power circuit. When the door is closed, the switches allow electricity to reach the magnetron. When the door opens, the switches immediately cut the power. This happens in a fraction of a second. Without this system, microwaves could escape from the oven while it is running. Because microwave radiation can heat body tissue, this would be very dangerous. That is why microwave ovens are designed so that they cannot operate with the door open. If a microwave ever runs while the door is open, it means the safety system is broken, and the oven should not be used. But even with the door closed, the oven needs one more layer of protection. This protection comes from a principle of physics called the Faraday cage. The inside of a microwave oven is made entirely of metal. This is not only for strength, it is part of a scientific design called a Faraday cage. A Faraday cage is a metal enclosure that blocks electromagnetic waves from escaping. When microwaves are produced by the magnetron, they bounce off the metal walls again and again. Because metal reflects these waves, the energy stays trapped inside the cooking chamber. This keeps the radiation where it belongs, inside the oven. The door mesh, the metal walls, and the sealed structure all work together to create this protective cage. Thanks to this design, microwave ovens are safe to use when they are working properly. But despite all these safety features, many people still believe strange things about microwave ovens. Some people think microwave food is harmful. Some think microwaves cause cancer. Others believe standing near a microwave is dangerous. In the next part, we will separate myths from reality and reveal the truth about microwave ovens that most people never learn. One of the most common fears about microwave ovens is that they cause cancer. Many people believe that microwave radiation stays inside the food and becomes harmful when we eat it. In reality, microwave ovens do not make food radioactive. Microwaves are a form of non-ionizing radiation. This means they do not have enough energy to damage DNA the way X-rays or nuclear radiation can. Microwaves only make molecules move faster, which produces heat. Once the oven stops, the radiation disappears instantly. There is no radiation left inside the food. Scientists have studied microwave ovens for many years, and when used properly, they are considered safe. The only danger comes from using a damaged oven or trying to bypass the safety system. So the idea that microwave ovens cause cancer is a myth, not a scientific fact. But there is another belief that sounds more reasonable, that microwave cooking destroys nutrients. Is that true? Many people think food cooked in a microwave loses more nutrients than food cooked on a stove. Surprisingly, the opposite is often true. Nutrients are destroyed mainly by heat, not by microwaves themselves. The longer food is cooked, the more vitamins can be lost. Because microwave ovens cook food faster, they often preserve more nutrients than traditional cooking methods. Also, microwaves usually require less water than boiling. When food is boiled, vitamins can dissolve into the water and be lost. In a microwave, food can cook with very little water, which helps keep nutrients inside. This means microwave cooking can actually be one of the healthiest ways to heat food. Of course, overheating food in a microwave can still reduce nutrients, just like any other cooking method. Another common fear is about standing near a microwave while it is running. Some people think radiation leaks out and can harm the body. Let's see what science says. When a microwave oven is working properly, almost no radiation escapes outside. The metal walls act as a shield, the door mesh blocks the waves, and the safety locks prevent the oven from running when open. Because of these protections, the amount of microwave energy outside the oven is extremely small. International safety standards require microwave ovens to keep radiation levels far below harmful limits. Standing near a working microwave is considered safe. However, if the door is broken, bent, or does not close properly, the oven should not be used. Damage to the door seal can allow microwaves to leak out. That is why it is important to keep the oven clean and in good condition. Microwave ovens are powerful machines, but they are also carefully designed to be safe. What looks like a simple kitchen device is actually a combination of physics, engineering, and safety technology. And now you know the secrets most people never think about. How microwaves heat food. Why metal sparks. How the oven keeps radiation inside. And why many common fears about microwaves are only myths.
Subscribe Info Beyond Borders now for more mind-blowing knowledge.